EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. You look at this Carolina defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Here comes third and about a foot. Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. And he is going to have a Saints first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, now the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? Touchdown, New Orleans! A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Point after try forthcoming. And he missed it. Not only was it wide right, didn't even look to have the distance either. Wow. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
21, Saints 6.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cardinal. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Go.
Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time That was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to throw now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 62 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Let's go. Viking 18. Take go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Shreds the tackle, and he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Now, this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead.
And they'll move it up to the 40. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Here we go, set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
18 Rattler. Check go.
2nd and 13.
Out left and complete to Thornton.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Tyquan Thornton.
41 yards.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from going up by 30. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They'll set up a throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Let's go now. Hey, smash. Buffalo 18. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Track 60. Ready?
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Saints take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Here we go. Track.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
18, right here. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd of this. Guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll go on the ground.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Let's go now.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Set. 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Looking to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Panthers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Oh, this is blocked. The Saints have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Top low 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 39-yard line.
Back to throw again. He finds his man Johnson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On first down, Blackburn.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
34.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Panthers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Here we go. Here we go. Check, go. Set. Ready. Let's go. Ready, ready. Down. Go. Set up. Ready. Got it. Ready. Set up. Come on. Come on. Set. Ready. Ready. On the set. Hunt, hunt. Ready up. Hunt. Ready, ready. Check, go. Let's go now. Ready, ready. Ready, break. Go. Here we go, shot. Set. Ready. Ready, ready. Set. Get up. Here we go. Here we go. Set. Ready. Ready. Let's go. Hunt, hunt. Okay, ready. Down. Hunt. Shut up. Ha. Come on, set. Set. we go. Set. Hut, go. Set. Ready. Ready, ready. Hut, go. Set. Ready. Ready. Set up. Here we go. Here we go. Hut, hut. Set. Ready. Set, go. Let's go. Ready. Go. Hut, hut. Set it. Hut. On the double. Set, go. Come on. Set. Ready, ready. Ready. Go. Ready. Ready. Let's go now. Set up. Ready, set. Ready. Here we go, set. Hut, hut. Got it. Ready? Hut. Set. Set, go.